What's going on, guys? Welcome to Fremont, the center of the universe. You will love this neighborhood. We're going to take a look around Fremont a little bit today. I want to show you guys around this neighborhood in Seattle. It's just south of Finney Ridge, just south of Green Lake. To the northeast is where Wallingford is, to the west is Ballard, and down south on the other side of the cut is Queen Anne. So Fremont is like this eclectic little neighborhood. Back in the 90s, this was kind of like, they would call it like the center of counterculture. Obviously since then a lot of things have changed, but it's a great neighborhood, great bars, great restaurants, a few sights to see, like our guy Lennon here, which is a privately owned statue on this property. There's some crazy history about that from coming from I think it was Slovakia after the fall. I think after the fall of the Berlin Wall, a local Seattleite said he wanted to bring this back, and he actually mortgaged his house to get it here. So it's privately owned, but really interesting. There's a few other things. We're going to take a walk around and just kind of see the neighborhood. So let's get after it. So right over here in Fremont, right here, that is Dave Page Cobbler. So if you're into like mountaineering, you've got some really nice boots that you've had for a long time. He's world renowned for repairing climbing gear, climbing boots. He's a cobbler, and like he's right here. People send him from the Swiss Alps, from the French Alps, all over the place. People will send him their favorite climbing boots to get repaired. And he's just right there. So behind me is the George Washington Memorial Bridge. Everybody calls it the Aurora Bridge because it's Highway 99, the old Pacific Highway. That's the bridge that crosses over. The reason it's elevated is because the Fremont Cut runs, the cut opens up the Puget Sound into Lake Union, and Lake Union is actually named Lake Union because it unifies the sound to Lake Washington. And way back in the day, they had thought they were going to build a bunch of canals, but they've got two cuts, Fremont Cut, and then around the corner is the Montlake Cut. But that's the Aurora Bridge there, and underneath the Aurora Bridge is where the Fremont Troll lives. So the Fremont Troll is underneath the Aurora Bridge, and it's kind of a site, you know, people come out to try to check that out. It's put together by the Artists Association here in Fremont. And then a couple of things about living in this neighborhood is obviously we've got, you know, where we started out by Lennon, Fremont, I think that's Fremont Place or Fremont Avenue. They kind of run together as the main business corridor, but the neighborhood kind of runs up north, up the hill. Tons of townhouses and condos. What makes living here so nice is that you can come down to these business districts, and then if you live somewhere else and you want to come out to restaurants and check out Fremont, it's got a ton of stuff. Fremont Brewing is just down here. What are we on? 34th, down by the marina. And then you've got your home to Adobe and Google and some other Tableau and some other big tech companies. Just right over here you can see a Google building. Tons and tons of tech companies, other businesses, small little mom and pop shops, ice cream shops, little restaurants, all kinds of stuff down here, and weird funky little statues and crazy art down here. This is like I can't remember, it's like Waiting for Interurban. These guys are just standing here waiting on the bus. That's what that statue is. I don't know any other details about it, but let's check out a couple more things and show you guys around a little bit more. So we are down here, what are we at? The corner of Evanston and North 35th. So Fremont is full of quirky little things like this. So this is the Fremont rocket, lights up. It has Fremont's unofficial motto on it. I think they call it like mock, what do they call it? Mock Greek or mock, I can't remember. But the Libertas Quirkus, something about being, you're free to be quirky. And that's definitely like the vibe that Fremont gives. It has always been kind of the misfit child of Seattle, as you know, they claim to be the center of the universe. They have all these different sayings about like the Artist Republic of Fremont, you know, all these different things. It's where the Solstice Parade, if you've ever heard of the Solstice Parade in Seattle, the Naked Bicycle Ride, I mean, all that stuff happens down here in Fremont. So come down to the town. If you come out here to check things out, make sure to like grab some food, grab a drink at one of the local restaurants, and try to make your way. We just walked for about 15 minutes and we were able to see the rocket. We were able to see the JP Patches statue, the interurban statue. We didn't go up to the troll because it's a little bit of a hoof, but we could have made it up there 15-20 minutes. You can see all that stuff come down here. If you want to live down in this area, if you're thinking about making a move out here, you're 10 minutes to downtown, easily within 10 minutes of downtown Seattle, with Belltown, Pioneer Square. Super easy to get in and out because you've got the Fremont Bridge, you've got the Aurora Bridge to head north and south. East and west is always a trouble on the west side of I-5. Seattle, you know, with all the lakes that we've got and all the waterways that we've got, does make it a little difficult to get around, but super easy to get downtown, super easy to get to the stadiums, get a game in, go see the Mariners, go see the Sounders. Hopefully you'll be able to get to see the Kraken here soon enough when they open back up and get that stadium finished. But you know, as a neighborhood, a central location of Seattle, easy living. Like I said, just up the hill you'll see tons of condos, and most of the houses are going to be a little bit further east in Wallingford, northeast, but a lot of condos and townhouses. Really easy living in this area, and there's a ton of stuff to do. You even got Theo Chocolate. You can go get pretty sure they offer free tours, at least they used to. Probably have to fact check me on that. But Theo Chocolate makes great chocolate. Sometimes you even come down here and park and it just smells like chocolate and drives you crazy because it smells so good. So definitely a neighborhood worth visiting, worth checking out. And if you're considering making a move out here to Seattle, it's one of the neighborhoods that's definitely worth thinking about if you like that urban-ish lifestyle. It's not super dense, but it does have a lot of things that you can do within walking distance, and it's a really just great. I mean, we're out here on a classic summer Seattle day, overcast, in about 67 degrees, so it's like the perfect day to get out and take a walk. So really appreciate you guys checking this out. We're helping people move all the time. If you want to reach out, just whatever you got to do, ring us up, give us a call. We'd be glad to help you. I appreciate your time. Hope you got a kick out of the video, and we'll see you on the next one.